Hey guys, it's Alex here with Paragon Performance. Today we're going to be showing you how to install this Z07 style spoiler for the wide body cars. This is as OEM as you can get, but at a fraction of the cost. It is also available in full carbon fiber and carbon flash. Has a really good structure mount for it, so it makes it a good, solid spoiler. Let's get to this install. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take this wheel off here. It's not necessary to actually take it off. If you raise and support the vehicle, get this tire off the ground, you can get in here and get everything undone, but it does make it a little bit easier if the wheel's just out of the way. So we're gonna go ahead and pull that wheel. I've actually already broke all these lug nuts free by hand, so grab the impact, zip them out, let's get this wheel off. All right, so now underneath here, we're gonna remove these 3 7mm screws and these 2 T15s. All right, so now we're gonna remove this splash guard. We're gonna start by taking these 2 T15s out, and then using a panel pry tool, we are gonna unclip it here and remove it from the vehicle. And then we have one more T15 up here at the top. Now we're able to pull this fender liner out of the way here to gain access to the bolts here up along the top. All right, so we're gonna start here by removing this 10mm here on the stud, and then moving down the row here, we are gonna remove this 7mm. And then down towards the bottom here, we will remove the last 7mm. And there you go, we've got this side apart here. You're gonna need to repeat all of this on the other side of the vehicle, and then we'll move up top, get those last few bolts up top out, and we'll be cooking to pretty much have this bumper off. All right, so let's get our deck lid open here. And then we're gonna remove all of these T15s here along the top of the bumper. There is a T15 here in the corners as well. Some of these bolts also have shims underneath them, so you'll want to keep tabs on that, and I'll kind of show you how I do that as we go through this. So let's get these screws out for now. As you can see here, there's a little bit of some shims sticking out of here. They don't always stick out like that. Sometimes they are flush. So I like to just kind of look and pick up, and it'll be pretty obvious, and look in the crack to see if there's some in there. And then we're just going to use a little flathead screwdriver and just kind of stick it underneath and pop all of those shims out. It's like this one actually has 3 of them in there. And then I like to just set them down here in this little groove, kind of right where the screw is, just so we get them back exactly where we took them out of. Go through, verify you don't have any shims anywhere else, and then we're ready to pull this bumper back. So, all right, so we've got everything ready here to actually pull this bumper back. There are a couple connectors here behind that we need to deal with as well, but grab find a good place you can put your hands on the back of the bumper here without, you know, being able to have scratch up any paint or anything that way. We'll just kind of lift up on the bumper a little bit and slide it back. Then I like to keep my foot underneath where the exhaust tips are, just to kind of support a little bit of that weight. And then we can grab our flathead screwdriver here and deal with these connectors. All right, so we're gonna release the red safety tab here, just by pushing that back. And then I just use a little flathead and kind of walk the connector off of there. Then our camera one, same idea, has a little red safety tab on it here. Just need to pull that back. And we gotta push down this button and unplug it, just like so. Now we're gonna move over to the one on the driver's side. And this is exactly the same as the white one from the other side, the red safety tab. Pull it out and set it nicely on the, there. Cool. All right, so we need to remove the tail lights and the third brake light. That's just a bunch of 7mm screws around the outside of them here. We don't need to unplug them, we're just gonna flip them out of the way here. That gives us access to the 10mm bolts under this ledge that bolt the OEM spoiler on. Let's get them taken apart. All right, we're gonna just pick the bumper up here, and this wing actually just kind of pops right off. There's no double-sided tape or nothing on them, so. All right, so we have our brackets here. They are labeled or marked in them that they are right and left. This is obviously as you're sitting in the car. What we need to do is grab the one that has the extra bends in it here, not the kind of like corner piece. This is going to be our template for drilling all of our holes, and you'll need the one for the right side and the left side. All right, so working here on the driver's side of the vehicle with the left-hand bracket, there's a little notch in this that actually fits right up against the wall here of where this taillight bolts in place. So we're going to set it down in there like so, and then we kind of just swivel it up, and it kind of just pops underneath this ledge. And then it needs to just center over this mounting bolt right here. We're gonna use this as our template, so you're just gonna kind of hold it in place there, and then take a 1/4-inch drill bit and just drill it through the bumper, trying to be centered in these slotted holes. And then we're gonna grab the right-hand bracket and do the same thing on the other side. And then switching to a 3/8 drill bit, this just opens these holes up a little bit, gives you a little bit of adjustability in your spoiler once it's mounted, so we can get it centered and whatnot. So, and then do the same for the other side. All right, so in the trunk side here, we're gonna get ready to drill the holes for our mounting brackets. We're gonna just remove the net hangers here. They just unscrew. We're gonna do that on both sides here. All right, so now we're gonna just kind of pull this carpet forward here. Just gives us a little more space so we don't accidentally drill a hole into the carpet. All right, so right here we've got these two riv nuts that are close together that hold the bumper on. We're actually gonna go to the one that's on the outside edge of the vehicle. This actually just kind of straddles it, and then there's a little rib underneath here, and it just kind of slides over against it that way. We're gonna hold it all the way up as high as it'll go and against that little rib there. And then we're just gonna use our 3/8 drill bit and drill these two out into the tub. Just be careful so you don't drill clear through into the carpet. And then repeat the same for the other side. All right, so now we got to get our brackets assembled here. So we're going to have the two different right ones, two different lefts. You are going to want to have a riv nut installing tool. We're actually going to use the riv nuts to attach the two brackets together as well. So now we're going to put these together where your L's are going to be matched together. And this corner looking bracket goes behind that one, and then it goes underneath here. So it's going to basically go together like this and like this. And we're going to install your riv nuts. The flanged end goes through just like this. And then we're going to use our handy dandy riv nut tool here and get those crimped into place and repeat it for the other side as well. All right, so now let's grab our wing and get it installed on here. This is where it helps to have an extra hand. This wing and the bumper makes it kind of awkward, so having an extra hand will help a ton. Let's grab the wing. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and peel this double-sided tape portion here first. Be careful not to accidentally stick it to the body before you're ready to stick it to the body. And then of course, clean and prep the body surface with some rubbing alcohol, so that way the double-sided tape sticks good. And we're gonna very carefully not accidentally stick this to the body. All right, and then before we actually tighten those down, you're gonna have to kind of squat down here and then just center it up on the body. And then just go ahead and kind of push it down into place, and then we'll tighten the screws. All right, now we've got that snug back up here. We need to get our tail lights and third brake light put back in here. All right, just like that, we're ready to get this bumper set back on the car. All right, so we're gonna get the bumper set back on the car here. Make sure that you get all of your connectors here plugged in before you get it fully set back on the car. You can pick it up. Just like that. So grabbing one of our reinforcement plates here and one of the screws, we're basically going to find our two holes in here behind the carpet, install this into the top one and get that screw started, and then grab a second one and start that in through in the bottom hole. We're going to do the same thing over there on the other side. Once that's done, you can go ahead and just tighten everything down. All right, so it's all bolted down and mounted. Obviously, we still got a few things to button up here. We need to get our trunk put back together. We need to get all the hardware and stuff put back in, attaching the bumper to the car. And as you can see, there are holes here across the top from the original spoiler. Currently, your really only option, short of having some vinyl put on them, is some of the paint match bumper plugs to cover those holes. Sometime in the near future, there will be an actual cover plate available as well. So let's get this button back up and enjoy our new wing. There you guys have it. Pretty simple install. Gives you that Z07 look without the Z07 price tag. As always, like, subscribe, and comment. We'll see you guys next time.